Hey guys, it's Crimson. If you enjoy these, please hit that like button. That way we know. And share it with all your friends.
The Casebook of Sydney Chase. Produced and edited by Crimson McKenzie, written and directed by Winslow Swan, and featuring the voices of Dave Arkhipov as Lieutenant Anthony Ferraro, Winslow Swan as Dr. Alec McDougall, and featuring Crimson McKenzie as Sydney Chase.
Yes, I'm Dr. Alexander McDougall, friend and confidant of Sydney Chase. And yes, I know why you have sought me out. You wish to hear the true facts of the case. Well, you've definitely come to the right person. You see, I was there the entire way, so I can give you the honest truth. Of course, you probably already know Sydney Chase, a brilliant detective who left the police force after her husband passed away. I was his doctor, you see, and became friends with the both of them. When she decided to enter the private sector, I told her that I thought it might actually do her a world of good. As for the case that you are referring to, well, it was our usual Wednesday chess game, and I went to her apartment.
You're a little late, Alex.
Oh, I had to stop and see a patient on my way here. Wait a minute. How did you know I was coming?
It's quite obvious, Alex. I noticed the scuff marks on your shoes and the small nick on your cheek where you cut yourself shaving. I also can see a small smudge of yellow, which appears to be egg that you spilled on your jacket. In a hurry?
But how in the world does that tell you I was coming here?
Elementary, my dear Alex. It's Wednesday. You always come here on Wednesday to play chess.
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I forgot what day it was. But only momentarily.
It's okay, Alex. Even I have lapses of memory sometimes. So, how is the patient?
What patient?
The one you saw before coming here? Remember? Nothing serious, I hope.
Oh, yes. No, just changing a bandage.
Well, come in.
Well, any interesting cases come up?
You mean besides the lost dogs and purloined jewelry that fell behind a dresser and was eventually found? No, nothing yet. I'm beginning to wonder if I ever should have become a private detective.
I'm sure that something will turn up that will pique your interest. Besides, you've only had your license for 3 months. You can't expect cases to fall out of the sky.
It would be nice if one were to knock at the door, at least. Would you get the door while I fix us something to drink? Your usual?
Oh, yes, that's fine.
Mr. Sydney Chase?
No, I'm afraid not. But Sydney is here. Won't you come in? Sydney, I believe that you have a client.
Hello. What can I do for you?
I'm sorry, you're Sydney Chase.
Expecting a man.
Well, I...
Why don't you have a seat and tell me why you are here?
Would you care for a drink?
No,
Why don't we start with your name?
My what?
Your name?
Oh, my name is Charles Sheffield. Charlie, for short.
Okay, Charlie. What can I do for you?
Well, I'm not sure. You see, the police have already closed the case.
What case is that?
Donnie Appleton. You see, he's dead.
Then there really isn't a case.
No, you don't understand. I'm sorry. I guess I'm not making myself very clear.
Why don't you start by telling us who Donnie Appleton is?
Oh, forgive me. This is my friend Dr. Alexander McDougall.
Oh, Sydney, please. It's McDougall, if you don't mind.
Believe me, you can get more medical help from Google than the good doctor here.
Oh, really?
I'm just teasing, Alex. Please, Mr. Sheffield, continue.
Donnie was my neighbor in the apartment building over on Stanfield. He moved in about 6 months ago, and we met in the elevator. We found out that we both had similar interests, and we became friends.
Well, what did Donnie do for a living?
He was a cartoonist, satire mostly, along the lines of The Far Side or Mad Magazine. Pretty funny stuff, too.
Did he make a good living doing that?
Well, that's just it. He was about to.
What do you mean?
He had just signed with a publishing firm who had gotten him a deal with a national newspaper chain. His cartoon was to premiere next week in the Sunday edition of about 100 papers, with more signing on. He even showed me the advance check for $10,000 that he had received.
Quite an impressive sum of money for drawing cartoons.
That's what I had said. So it came as quite a shock when the police determined that he had committed suicide.
Suicide? Was he having some problems with other areas of his life?
Not that I'm aware of. Both of his parents had passed away, and he had no other family. He dated, but only sporadically, and never the same girl twice. He said that he was waiting for someone special to come along.
Were there perhaps some other financial problems that he talked about?
Well, if there were, he never discussed them with me.
So, what would you like for me to do?
I don't think that it was suicide. I think that he was murdered.
Do you remember who the lead detective was on the case?
Someone named Anthony something.
Anthony something? It wouldn't have to be Anthony Ferraro, would it?
Yes, that was it.
Then it doesn't surprise me that he concluded it to be a suicide. By the way, how did your friend die?
I found him, hanging from the chandelier in his apartment. We were supposed to go to the ball game that evening. When I knocked on the door, it opened and I saw him.
So it possibly could have been suicide.
I still think it was murder.
So, Sydney, what now?
Oh, I'm definitely gonna look into it. Especially since old Ferrari closed the case.
Oh, you don't think that Ferraro will mind?
Of course he will. Which makes it all the more fun.
Why do you call him Ferrari anyway?
Because he jumps to a conclusion faster than a Ferrari goes from 0 to 60. Hiya, Tony. Mind if I come in?
Well. If it isn't the gumshoe, what brings you around? Wait, don't tell me. You have a case of homesickness, and you want your badge back.
Not quite, Ferrari.
That's Ferraro.
Whatever.
Look, Sydney, I know that we didn't exactly get along.
Get along? Get along? You hated working with me. When the captain gave me the lead on the Mason homicide, you practically had kittens.
Come on, Sydney. We solved the case, didn't we?
After you had arrested the wrong man who had an airtight alibi.
So I made a mistake. Sue me.
The family almost did. Had it not been for me finding the real killer.
Get out of my office!
But that's water over the dam. I'm private now and won't get in your way anymore.
Why do I think there's a but in that statement?
What can you tell me about Donnie Appleton?
That case is closed. I closed it myself. It was clearly a suicide. End of story.
Then you won't mind me looking at the case file?
Help yourself. You know where records is located. I'll even call down and have them pull it for you.
Well, I know it isn't Wednesday, and here you have called me over. What was the big emergency?
Look at this photo, Alex.
Sydney, are these crime scene photos?
Yes, they are.
How were you able to get them out of the precinct station?
The keeper of the files owed me a favor.
Dare I ask?
I kept his brother out of jail.
Oh, never mind. Now, what am I supposed to be looking at?
Oh, come on, Alex. That would take all the fun out if I simply told you.
I'm not very comfortable looking at a hanging man.
You used to be a coroner. How does that bother you?
I saw them on a table as I was about to perform an autopsy. I didn't go and get them.
Pretend he's on a table then. Besides, it's not the body that you should be looking at.
I'm still not quite sure. Wait a minute.
Do you see it now?
I think so.
Tell me what you see.
Well, it's what I don't see that has me confused.
Exactly!
Have you talked to Ferraro about this?
Not yet. I have to get this file back to my friend in records in the morning. Then I will talk to Tony Ferrari.
Oh, he's not going to like this.
So what else is new?
Well, Miss Chase, fancy seeing you again. Looking for the crown jewels?
No, just a side of spotted dick. I believe I just found it. Yummy. All jokes aside, I have some rather distressing news for you.
No, they didn't give you your badge back, did they?
Worse. You're gonna have to reopen a case. The Donnie Appleton case, to be precise.
I told you, Chase, that case was closed.
Thought you told me to close my mouth.
Ruled a suicide. I warned you that if you got in my way...
If you had bothered to do just a little detective work, you would have seen that it is murder. Here, look at the crime scene photo.
I've seen it. I was there.
Look harder.
I don't have to.
Where's the chair?
What chair?
How do you think he got his neck in the rope? Usually when someone hangs themselves, they tend to use a chair or box to stand on. Where's the chair? He's just dangling from the rope, at least 3 foot above the floor. Did his ghost put the chair back at the table? Ooh, maybe the cleaning woman came in, completely ignored the dead body swaying by the chandelier, picked up the chair, put it back in place, and straightened up before she left.
All right. You made your point. So what do you suggest I do about it?
It's murder, Ferrari! Cold, calculated murder!
Stop shouting.
It's the only way to talk to you. Of course, the case is at least a week old, so there goes your suspects, if you even had any.
Chase, get out of my office. I'll reopen the case, but you lay off.
Well, Sydney, how are you planning to start your investigation?
Well, I proved that it was murder. I talked with Charlie, and he gave me a very short list of names of people that may or may not have known Donnie. So...
What sort of motive would someone have for killing him and making it look like a suicide?
That, dear Alex, is the $1,000,000 question. With no family and no heirs to an estate, there really isn't a motive.
Well, from what Charlie told us, he seemed to be a pretty easygoing man. You don't think that someone had it in for him, do you?
For what purpose? I could understand if he had a partner in this cartoon business, but he didn't.
Are we sure about that? Charlie couldn't have known everything about the man. He had just met him, 6 months ago.
You're right about that.
Maybe Charlie is the killer.
Just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Charlie would not have benefited from Donnie's death.
That we know of.
Besides, I checked on my client. He isn't hurting for money at all. He bought his apartment outright 3 years ago. His credit's good, and all of his bills are paid up. So what would have been his motive?
Now, I suppose you're right. So where does that leave us?
Right smack dab on square one and nothing. Sydney Chase?
Oh, Sydney, meet me at 74 Parkside Road, apartment 4C.
A date? Why, Tony, are you sweet on me?
Damn it, Sydney. No, it's not a date.
Then why should I come to 74 Parkside Road?
Look, Chase, I'm tired, very tired. I took what you gave me on that Appleton case upstairs, and it was reopened.
Well, that's one way to apologize.
I'm not apologizing. Just get your ass down here.
Again, why should I?
Because we've got another apparent suicide, hanging victim, and no chair close by. Is that enough of a reason for you? Just make sure you get plenty of pictures. And I want the lab people in here pronto.
Hi, Tony.
Oh, you made it. And who is this?
Oh, I'm Alex McDougal.
He's my associate. I see you already cut the body down.
Medical examiner hasn't arrived yet.
Why don't you let Alex take a look? He is a doctor.
Oh, yeah? Well, Doc, take a look.
Well, it's been a while, but I will try. Okay, we have a white male, about 30, contusion around the neck from what looks like a rope burn. Oh, wait a minute. Lieutenant, this man was definitely murdered. Look here, where the rope burn is. You can see a second ligature mark across the neck. That is mechanical strangulation. This man was strangled first before he was hanged.
Are you sure?
Well, from just a first look, I would say yes.
Tell the ME to let me know ASAP. If there are any defensive wounds to the body, run the fingernail cuttings for DNA, everything. He may have tried to fight back.
I do know how to do my job, Sidney.
Who is he, anyway?
Mr. Frank Marshall. Name ring a bell?
I should say so.
Excuse me, but I'm a little lost. Who is Frank Marshall?
Oh, no one really. Until yesterday, when he hit the lottery.
And someone kills him today. You think that the murder of Donnie Appleton and Frank Marshall are connected?
Now look, Sidney. You can look over the reports and pics all you want to, but hear me good.
Well,
What?
it's hear me well. Not good.
Whatever. Just make sure you stay out of my way.
Any connection with Appleton?
No, they lived across town from each other, didn't have friends in the same circle. Both were about to receive a lot of money, and except for that fact, that was the only thing that they did have in common.
Then that is bad for you, Tony.
Why do you say that?
It means that you just may have yourself a bona fide serial killer on your hands. Alex? Do you make it a habit to be in my apartment when I'm not home?
Only when I know that you need some help. Sidney, I'm your friend, as well as your doctor. You are letting this case get to you.
I suppose you're right. When I was with the force, I made it a point to make sure that cases were closed every single time. I also made sure that the facts were all correct.
And you did an admirable job. Not one case of yours was ever left unsolved. Now that is a remarkable record, and one that you should be proud of.
I am proud of my work, Alex. Now that I'm a private detective, I don't feel like I'm making much of a difference. Maybe Ferrari is right. I should get back on the force.
I'm not going to give you any sage advice, other than you should do what makes you happy.
If I don't have to work with Ferrari again, that would make me happy.
And you know that he will be wherever you are assigned.
The very reason that I don't go back to the force. And now there's this case. 2 murders. Both with the same MO. And not a thread of evidence to tie anyone to the crime.
Yes, and neither victim had enemies. No family that wished them harm. Both were about to receive large sums of money and had made plans, so suicide is out.
I noticed that you've been looking at the pictures from both crime scenes.
Well, sometimes a new pair of eyes are needed to see something, even if they are as old as mine.
Well, just let me know if something jumps out at you.
It amazes me, being a doctor, how frail the human body really is. It doesn't matter how healthy you live. It does not take much to destroy it. Even something as simple as too much caffeine can do it.
Why do you say that?
Oh, I was just being philosophical about the situation.
No, I mean about the caffeine.
Oh, that! Well, I was looking at the photos and noticed that cup of coffee in both of them.
Where?
Well, in the background on the table in the first one, and in the second one on that bookcase.
Okay, so both victims enjoyed their coffee?
Yes, but they are both from the same place. Brewmaster, over on 10th Street.
How could you possibly know that?
Oh, I have always wanted to say this, but elementary, my dear Sydney. The cups that they use are very unique. They are the only coffee shop that uses those horrid blue, green, and yellow motifs on their cups. One of my patients is always slurping one down on his visits.
Let me see that. Okay, so they both drank the same coffee.
Are we sure about that?
Have you made any progress, Miss Chase?
Well, Charlie, sort of. I do have a question for you.
Of course, anything.
Did your friend drink coffee?
Every morning, we used to stop in at Brewmaster's. He would order his usual black coffee, and then dump about half a cup of sugar and cream into it.
And that was every morning?
Well, no. The morning that he received the check for his cartoon, we went and he ordered the most expensive coffee they had. I remember that it cost him over $30.
Oh, must have been some coffee.
Did you notice anything else about the coffee shop? The people that work there, the customers, anything at all?
Well, it's a small place. Only 3 tables with a couple of chairs. I think that the couple that owns the place actually are the only workers. As for the customers, well, they're just ordinary people.
Think hard. Back to the day he ordered that expensive coffee. Did anyone seem overly interested?
Not that I... Wait a minute. Yes, now that you mention it, there was one guy.
What did he look like?
Oh, ordinary. Short hair, brown, I believe, wearing a t-shirt and jeans. Funny, though, he didn't have a computer.
Why is that funny?
Well, most people go there because of the free Wi-Fi. This guy, he only had a notebook and a pen.
Oh, that's not so unusual. I still use a notebook and pen.
Still, Alex, it's worth noting.
Now that I think about it, that guy was in there almost every day. He always had headphones in, maybe listening to music and writing, perhaps. Maybe one of those artist people, but he didn't really look like one. Kinda gives me the creeps. Always looking up, staring, but when you looked back at him, he looked away. Always sitting at the same table.
So what do you want me to do?
Don't you find it remotely interesting that both victims went to the same coffee shop?
And how do you know that?
Look at the photos! See? Right there.
Okay, so they both drank coffee. What does that prove?
It's the only connection that they have with each other. Or don't you see that?
It might interest you to know that I have been doing some work. Our second Vic did not drink coffee.
What?
If you don't believe me, go and talk to the couple that runs the coffee shop. They know practically all of their customers.
Oh, yes, I knew Mr. Appleton. Always wanted a black coffee, until the day he came in celebrating.
Did you know Frank Marshall?
Talk about ironic. Hits the lottery, comes in and gets his usual tea, and then hangs himself.
Well, that's still under investigation.
I couldn't believe it. He seemed so happy.
Wait, you mean he ordered tea and not coffee?
That's what I'm telling you.
How can you be so sure?
Because we serve the tea in a different cup than our coffee orders. These cups.
Bright orange with a giant letter B on the side? Alex, let me see those pictures again.
Something new in the case?
I'm not sure. Okay, both cups are the same in both pictures.
Well, why is that unusual?
Because Brewmaster serves tea in a different kind of cup.
Well, so?
So where did the cup that had the coffee in it come from?
Well, perhaps our victim had it delivered.
According to the owner, Frank Marshall detested coffee, which is why he only ordered tea. And then there is our mysterious man without the computer.
I take it that you have an idea brewing in that head of yours.
No, just a theory. Alex, How would you like to go get some coffee?
Yes, sir. How may I help you?
Oh, yes, I would like your very best. Something that not everyone would order.
Oh, yes, sir.
Oh, money is no object. Now, pour your best, dear lady.
My, you are in a good mood. Bit of good luck today?
Ah, I found out that I have an inheritance.
Really?
Oh, yes, some distant uncle who passed away a couple of years ago and named me as an heir. The estate has gone through probate, and they are just now informing me about the fortune.
A real fortune, sir?
Oh, yes, I'll never have to work again. May I help you?
You ordered a special coffee from Brewster's. I'm here to deliver it.
Oh, well, thank you. Let me get my wallet and...
Won't be necessary.
I don't understand.
People like you, flaunting your good fortune. Not thinking about all the people who went to bed last night hungry or had nothing to eat today?
Perhaps you had better leave.
Like them other two. You're just like them. How many people are being thrown out of their homes today because they don't have the money to pay rent? Bet you never thought about them.
Young man, why don't we sit and talk about...
Nothing to talk about. You're just another rich, pompous ass who doesn't deserve to live. Why don't you just die?
Hold it!
What? What is this?
It's called a trap, young man, and you took the bait.
Not one of my favorite terms. Where's Ferraro?
I'm here. Wanted to make sure we got everything on tape. Come on, let's go. Sydney, I...
You don't have to say that you were wrong. A thank you will suffice.
Right.
And that is as close as you are ever going to get from that man.
Oh, I think that he's coming around.
And that is the story. Of course, there was no mention in the papers or TV news about Sydney's hand in the capture of the killer. Philip Wilson was targeting people who were affluent. Like so many, he felt it was wrong that someone else had money while there were people who could have benefited more. When police found his notebook, he had almost 20 names and addresses of potential victims. It was lucky, I suppose, that he only succeeded with 2 of them. As for Sydney Chase, we still play our weekly game of chess. She still looks for lost dogs or jewelry, and in my professional estimation, she is actually comfortable with her chosen profession.
You have been listening to the Casebook of Sydney Chase, produced and edited by Crimson McKenzie, written and directed by Winslow Swan. Tonight's episode, Suicide to Murder, featured Dave Arkhipov, Raven Adams, Brenna Faith, and Robert Jackson, with Winslow Swan as Alex McDougal and starring Crimson McKenzie as Sydney Chase.
Epilogue. The butler did it.
Meet Jerry Connors, family man, businessman, psychopathic killer. The Convincer by Winslow Swan. Now available on Amazon. Jerry Connors. He can convince you to do anything, even die.
The Casebook of Sydney Chase. Produced and edited by Crimson McKenzie. Written and directed by Winslow Swan. And featuring Dave Arkhipov, Annie Mick, Ezra J.D. Emmons, Winslow Swan, and starring Crimson McKenzie as Sydney Chase. Tonight's episode, Ferraro's Favor.
Yes, I'm Dr. Alexander McDougall, friend and confidant of Sidney Chase, and I suppose that you have sought me out to learn more about her efforts to free a condemned man. It all began on a Wednesday afternoon when I went around to her home and office for our weekly game of chess. Sidney greeted me at the door.
Oh, Alex. I'm sorry. I forgot it was Wednesday.
Oh, the great Sidney Chase forgot?
I'm sorry. Really, I am. I don't feel up to a game of chess tonight.
Well, we can make it for another evening if you are not feeling.
It isn't that, Alex.
Perhaps I should come in and give you a quick examination. Have you been feeling ill?
Oh, you don't remember what day it is, do you?
Why, it's Wednesday, July... that day.
Why don't you come in? I really don't want to be alone right now.
Would you like me to fix the drinks tonight?
I'm 3 up on you, but please, go ahead.
I see you went on to the more medicinal drinks.
It isn't fair, Alex.
Cancer never is.
He was only 32. Why him?
I have no answers for you, Sidney. Your husband was a good man who was taken away by a dreadful disease. There isn't anything that I can say that will change that fact.
I think I need another drink.
I think that you need a case to work on.
Alex, you're sweet. But how many lost dogs can there be in this town?
In the meantime, why don't you take my advice and get your mind on something else?
Like a game of chess, Dr. McGoogle?
Oh, Sidney, I really wish that you would not call me that.
I'm just teasing, Alex. You know I only tease you out of love.
It's your move, Miss Chase.
Now who could that be? Sidney Chase, basket case.
Sidney, are you okay?
What is it, Tony?
Is there any way you could meet me tonight?
Why, Tony, you're a married man. I always knew you were sweet on me, but a date?
Sidney, I'm being serious.
Oh, I never expected you to swoop in and take me away from all of this. Shall we make it Vegas or the Bahamas?
Damn it, Sidney. Just meet me at the Slaughtered Lamb in 20 minutes.
Doesn't sound very romantic.
It's not supposed to be romantic. I need your help.
What's the matter, Tony? Did the body from the last homicide get up and walk away?
I take it that was Lieutenant Ferrero who called.
You take it right. I think I might have upset old Ferrari with that last crack.
Are you going to meet him?
I suppose I better. He actually said that he needed my help. Needed! How can I pass an obvious excuse to give him a hard time?
Over here, Sidney.
Hello, Tony. You handsome devil. And what a wonderful place to meet. How many eyeballs did they sweep up last night?
Sidney, please, this is serious.
Tony? I've never seen you like this. What's going on?
Do you remember Carlton Baggins?
Vaguely. They closed that case before I ever came to your squad.
I closed that case, what there was of it.
What about him?
His execution is in 3 days.
And?
I may have put the wrong man in the gas chamber.
Why do you say that? I mean, I know you're not the sharpest detective in the world.
Don't start with me, Chase. I'm a damn good detective. You know I was solving cases before you came along.
When did you start slipping, Ferrari?
Will you stop calling me that? It's Ferraro.
Oh, isn't that what I said?
Just forget it, Chase. An innocent man is going to die, and you want to make jokes.
Tony, this really is serious. What's going on?
This is the entire file. The evidence, the pictures, everything that we had. It was open and shut. After I heard yesterday that Baggins was getting executed, I went back and looked at it all again.
So, you had a good case, didn't you?
I'm not so sure now.
So tell me, what's on your mind?
Okay, Carlton Baggins was just an ordinary guy. He worked as a bookkeeper at a law firm here in town. You know, personal injury stuff. He was married to Tricia Adams, one of the attorneys. One night while working late, he manages to go home and finds his wife dead from multiple knife wounds.
And you deduced that he had killed his wife.
All of the evidence pointed that way.
Why would he kill her?
He found out that she was having an affair. We never did find the lover, but we sure found him, covered in her blood. He was lying on the sofa with a knife in his hands.
Just waiting for the cops to come?
He was passed out. Said that he'd gotten knocked out by someone, but there was no bruise on his head. We got the call shortly after his wife was murdered.
Pretty convenient if you ask me.
He always swore he was innocent, but the evidence was just too good against him.
And now you're having doubts.
Big ones. I can't put my finger on it, but... Sydney, can I hire you?
And you agreed to it?
Hey, Alex, a case is a case.
You mean you're actually charging him for this?
Alex! What do you take me for? Ferrari is, or rather was, a fellow officer who reached out to me for help. I couldn't say no.
How much?
Besides, the case intrigues me.
Sydney, how much?
My usual fee.
How much?
Okay, so maybe I doubled my usual fee. But we're talking about Anthony Ferrari.
Sydney!
Don't worry. I'm not gonna actually charge him that much.
Well, that's good to know.
Maybe I should triple it.
Sydney!
I'm just kidding, Alex. Alright, so I told you all the facts as they were told to me. Why don't you start helping me by looking at the autopsy report? I'll start reading the...
Would you like me to get that?
Oh, no. Let me. Yes.
Miss Sydney Chase? I'm Eve Chesser. May I come in?
Of course. This is my friend, Dr. Alexander
McDougal. It's very pleased to meet you. May I offer you something to drink?
No, thank you. Miss Chase, are you available to take a case at the moment?
Well, I'll have to look at my calendar. Yep, I'm free.
I'll pay you whatever you want.
First, why don't you tell me what it is you would like for me to do?
Carlton is innocent. He didn't kill his wife.
Are we talking about Carlton Baggins?
He's my brother, and I know that he's innocent.
What makes you so sure?
Because of what his wife confided in me. My brother is not the best at holding on to a relationship. Tricia Adams was a bit of a fluke for him. Even I couldn't believe it when they got married. You see, my brother was a workaholic. Tricia was starving for someone. Anyone.
That was the basis for the homicide conviction. In a jealous rage, your brother killed her.
I didn't believe it then, nor do I believe it now.
Well, it would not be the first time that a husband killed his wife for having an affair.
But Carlton knew all about it. He was not the most sexual person in the world. He encouraged her to go out, and she made the most of it.
So he was okay with her having an affair?
Yes, so why would he kill her?
Maybe he really wasn't okay with it.
No, I think there was something more. You see, he even knew the man.
Really? Sydney, didn't you tell me that the police never found out who the lover was?
That's what Ferrari told me.
My brother knew. I believe that's why he was framed. You see, her lover was a cop, a detective in the homicide squad.
Do you remember his name?
Detective Anthony Ferraro.
By all means. Please, come right in and don't bother to knock.
You lied to me, Tony.
About what?
You were the lover of Trisha Adams.
What are you talking about? The first time I saw Trisha Adams was when the coroner took her away.
That's not what Carlton's sister told me last night. Swear to me, Tony. Swear that you didn't know her.
I can't do that.
Ugh. Tony, you're a married man. I've known your wife for years. How could you...
It isn't what you think.
Oh, I'm thinking a lot of things right now.
Will you calm down and let me explain?
A simple, I don't think we should see each other anymore, was too much for you? Tony, did you kill her and frame her husband?
Are you finished?
Nope, but you might be.
Trisha Adams was my informant.
Informant? For what?
Trisha was having an affair, and her husband did know about it. It was with Detective Alan Simmons from Vice. Trisha went out a few times with him and noticed some rather strange things.
Like what?
Apparently, Simmons was taking money from our local drug trade to look the other way. He was investigated a couple of times by Internal Affairs, but they could never pin anything on him. She came to me, and I told her I needed evidence. She said she'd get it. Somehow.
And instead got killed. But how did you know her in the first place?
I didn't. Gladys, my wife, did. They used to get their hair done at the same salon.
So Gladys knows all about this.
Not everything, but enough.
Let's just say for the time being that I believe you. Do you think that Simmons killed her and framed her husband?
If he did, it was an excellent job. 3 days from now, Carlton Baggins will be put to death.
3 days, Alex. I've got to crack this thing within 3 days. I'm not even sure if I'm going to be able to do it.
Oh, I have faith in you, Sydney.
I need to talk with Alan Simmons. But I don't want it to look like I'm accusing him of anything, especially extortion or murder.
So, do you have a plan?
Well, I know that he frequents the slaughtered lamb. Maybe I could sort of bump into him there.
Sounds dangerous. Remember, if he is the one that killed Trisha, he wouldn't think twice about doing you in.
The glamorous life of a private detective. Don't worry, Alex. I'll be careful.
I certainly hope so, Sydney Chase.
Hi. Hello there.
Are you talking to me?
Buy a thirsty girl a drink.
Aren't I the one that's supposed to use a lime?
I don't believe in typical social graces.
What would you like?
What's good here? I've never been here before.
Hey, Joe. Fireball for the lady. Now, why haven't I seen you in here before?
My first time, and I didn't particularly want to drink alone.
What's your name?
Scarlet.
Like the character in Clue?
Yes, but I'm so much better.
I'm Alan.
Pleased to meet you.
So, where is this going?
You tell me.
Well, you don't look like the local talent.
Oh, I'm not, and I don't engage in that sort of activity.
So what brought you down here?
In other words, what's a pretty girl like me doing in a place like this?
Something like that.
Can I be honest with you?
Of course.
I'm in business, just not the kind that you were thinking of.
Really?
Oh, yes. You see, I understand that you're the go-to guy for the type of business I want to start.
And just who told you that?
Well, it was some time ago, but Trisha Adams?
Is that right? You do know that Miss Adams is no longer among the living.
I just found out last week. You see, I've been, let's just say, on vacation.
For 5 years?
It was at State's expense.
Why don't we take this conversation outside? Too many ears in here. So, why don't you lay your cards on the table?
Let's just say that I have a supplier in Mexico who is interested in expanding to the area.
So why tell me?
You are a cop, aren't you? I was told that for 10% we could get some protection?
That's 20%.
Okay, 20%.
And when are you planning to start this business venture?
Not until I have everything in place. Probably in the next couple weeks.
You do realize that I could arrest you right now.
But I don't think that you will. Otherwise, a lot of nasty evidence might pop up.
What evidence?
You killed Trisha and then framed her husband.
You have been away for a long time. No, I didn't kill Trisha or frame her husband.
Not what Eve told me.
Oh, that murderer sister? So, you know her as well.
She had a lot of interesting things to say about...
Lady, you have no idea who you're messing with.
My, that is an awfully large knife. You think this is the first time that I've faced a knife?
Oh, I'm sure it's not. Just make sure you're not on the wrong end of it.
Sydney Chase.
Sydney, why didn't you tell me that you were hired by Baggins' sister?
Well, hi, Tony. I didn't think I had to tell you. Besides, I did tell you what she said about you.
She's dead, Sydney.
What?
Her body was found in the park a little while ago. Coroner's still counting the knife wounds. Sydney, what did you do?
No. No. Oh, God. I think I messed up. I really messed up, Alex.
Oh, Sydney, it's not your fault. You had no idea that Eve would be murdered.
I pushed Simmons too hard. I was acting like a first-rate rookie.
Now quit being so hard on yourself. Let's go over this case file and see what we can find.
I talked with Tony this morning about getting the files or anything that he may have on Alan Simmons. He said that most of the investigation was sealed, but that he would see what he could do.
I hate to say this, but it doesn't look like much hope for Mr. Baggins. According to his statement, he came home, found his wife on the floor, and was hit in the back of the head. When he came to, he was in custody.
And there was no sign of any bruise or bump on his head.
Yes, well, there are ways to knock a person unconscious without leaving a mark.
I know. I looked it up on Google, Mr. McGoogle.
Sydney, do you want my help or not?
I'm only kidding, Alex. Okay, so let's assume that Baggins was set up. The question is why.
Ferraro did tell you that Tricia was dating Alan Simmons, and she approached him about evidence against Alan. Perhaps Alan discovered what was going on.
But why kill her? He could have just stopped seeing her.
Well, maybe she already had the evidence that she needed.
Possible. Did you find anything in the autopsy report?
No, only the victim was stabbed multiple times with a large serrated knife, around 8 inches long.
Wait a minute. Let me see that.
Did you find something?
When they arrested Baggins, he was holding a knife. Where did I read? Here. It was a small carving knife that he had. Not a serrated and definitely not 8 inches long.
Now, how could Ferraro have missed that?
Ferrari? Who jumps to a conclusion faster than a Ferrari going from 0 to 60? Come on.
Sydney, I know that look in your eye. Now what?
Well, I think that I've actually seen that knife. I'm going to run down to the ME's office. Want to come?
Oh, I think that I shall wait here. I've seen enough corpses in my career.
Sit yourself.
Sydney! Sydney! Sydney, are you all right?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
My God, what happened?
I opened the door and saw a flash. I jumped and 2 bullets ricocheted off the door jamb.
Did you see anyone?
No, but I saw the car.
Did you at least get a license number off the plate?
I didn't need to. I'd recognize that old car anywhere. It was Anthony Ferraro's car.
Shouldn't you be somewhere?
Where were you this afternoon?
Now, where do you think I was?
Answer the question, Ferraro.
I was sitting at my desk, going over an endless supply of reports, and trying very hard not to think that I've sent an innocent man to the gas chamber.
They use the needle now.
Baggins will be just as dead either way.
So you haven't left the office at all today?
Would you like the other half of the ham sandwich I brought from home?
Who has access to your car then?
No one. Look, Sydney, where is this going?
Could someone have taken your car today?
Who would want to take my car?
Tony, someone took a shot at me and they were driving your car.
Here's my gun. I haven't fired it in over a month.
I believe you, but who would try to take me out?
Same one that wants Baggins to die.
Any leads on Eve's murder?
Not yet. Coroner says that she was stabbed at least 60 times. Whoever killed her was extremely mad at her.
Okay, another question. Did Trisha give you any hint that she might have some sort of evidence against Alan Simmons?
Not really. Oh, she did call me the day before her murder and said that she was really close, but other than that, she didn't have anything.
Well. If it isn't... well, let me guess. Oh, yes, Scarlett. Or should I say, Sydney Chase.
Do I know you?
Really? We're really going to play that game? Fine. I'm Detective Alan Simmons.
Sydney Chase, private investigator.
So, what did you and the lieutenant have to talk about?
Oh, didn't you know? He's taking me to Las Vegas this weekend. He has a bit of a thing for me.
I could see why.
Is there anything I can do for you, Detective?
It's Simmons. No, nothing really. But I would like to give you some friendly advice.
Ooh, my. What a gentleman you are. And what advice should I take?
Baggins killed his wife. He's gonna be executed for it. Leave it alone.
Who said that I was even looking into it?
I'm serious, Chase. Leave it alone, or you may find yourself on the wrong end of a knife.
Speaking of knives, you have a very interesting one. Serrated with a handle that has ruby inlays. Quite unique.
What's that got to do with anything?
Oh, just an observation. Alex? Are you here?
Yes, Sydney, I'm here.
Aw, you look like you just lost your best friend.
In a way, I believe that I have.
What's going on?
Have you heard the news?
About what?
They just arrested Anthony Pereiro for the murder of Eve Chesser.
What? But I just left his office.
It was on the news just before you came in.
Did they say where they were taking him?
I'm assuming to county.
Come on, Alex, let's go. Well, I wouldn't call it the Ritz, but at least you gets 3 hots in a cot.
Only 2 hots. The city cut the budget again. And how were you able to get in to see me?
One of the guards is a lovely friend.
What?
It's best if you don't ask, Ferraro.
Fine, Sydney. I swear that I did not kill Eve Chesser.
Did they say what evidence they had?
Sure. A few bloodstains in my home and a knife with Chesser's blood all over it in the trunk of my car.
What's that all?
Isn't that enough?
Where is your car now?
I'm guessing the impound yard.
I really need to get a look at your trunk.
Got a friend working there as well?
I told you it was best if you didn't ask.
Sydney, please, you've got to help me.
I'll do what I can. Hold the light steady, will you, Alex?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you knew someone that works here.
I had to tell Ferrari something, didn't I?
I'm getting too old to be climbing over fences and searching the trunks of cars in the dead of night.
Just hold the light steady.
I'm freezing! Besides, isn't what we are doing a felony? Won't the cameras catch us?
You heard Ferrari? The city cut the budget. A friend told me that they couldn't afford to upgrade security here. Most of the cameras don't work anyway. Ah! Here it is!
What is it?
The evidence is gonna save Baggins from the needle and get Ferrari out of jail! I hope.
"14th Precinct, Detective Simmons speaking."
Why, Alan! I wasn't expecting you to answer the phone. Demoted to switchboard now.
Miss Chase, to what do I owe the honor of hearing your angelic voice?
Oh, I think I have something that you would be very interested in.
And what is that?
Well, I happen to find something that belongs to you. Or, well, Your knife, anyway.
What about my knife?
Oh, you know the one. The serrated edge knife with the ruby inlays that I believe is missing one stone. I found it, and you'll never guess where. Do I have your attention now?
What do you want?
I think about $10,000 would be sufficient.
I don't think I have.
You've been getting protection money for a long time, Simmons. I think that you could dip into your early retirement fund.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Fine. I can just take this to the DA and we will see.
No, wait. All right. I'll be at your place in an hour.
Make it 2. I want to get all dolled up for the great Detective Simmons. You really liked Scarlett, didn't you?
See you in an hour.
Sydney, are you positive he will be here?
Well, not positive. Pretty sure, though.
Only pretty sure?
Somewhere in the neighborhood of an educated guess.
An educated guess?
Okay, a calculated risk?
Sydney, this man has already killed 2 women and framed 2 different men. Do you actually think he would have second thoughts about doing the same to you?
Alex, don't worry.
Besides, I'm too old to be framed for your murder.
Promise it won't come to that. Now, make sure you have the camera turned on.
I have them running now.
Right on time. I love it when a killer is punctual. Get in the bedroom and be ready to call the cavalry if I am wrong. Detective Simmons, please do come in.
All right, Chase. What do you think that you have that is going to cost me 10 grand?
You got the money?
Right here. Count it if you want to.
I don't think we have to do that. Why don't we have a drink first?
Just show me this evidence.
My, aren't we in a hurry? Come on. One teeny tiny little drink.
I've just about had it with you.
Okay. Chill. Breathe. It's just one of the rubies that fell off your knife when you were planting evidence in Ferraro's car. You should have been a little more careful.
So should you, Miss Chase.
Really? Graduating to a gun?
Why not? Now, get that ruby.
Sydney! Sydney, look out!
What the... Oh!
Sydney, are you all right?
I thought you would never get here. Did you get him?
Yeah, I got him. I need to get the ambulance in here. Don't want him to die before the state gets its chance.
Alex, you okay?
Sydney?
Alex!
I believe that I have been shot.
Alex! No! Tony, get the ambulance here now!
On my way.
Sydney, as a doctor, I can tell you that there will not be any need for an ambulance.
No! Don't you die on me too!
I'm sorry, Sydney. I really...
Alex? Alex! Alex! Alex, that is not the way it happened.
Well, it's the way that it should have happened, at least in my book.
You didn't die.
Look here, young lady, I took a bullet for you.
You came running out of the bedroom, saw the gun, and fainted right into me.
And I pushed you out of the way.
The bullet barely grazed you.
Well, they still had to rush me to the hospital.
'Cause you were screaming like a little girl.
I had to get stitches.
Stitch. Singular, as in one lousy stitch.
I still saved your life.
Oh, Alexander McGoogle. Have I told you lately how much I love the dog poo out you?
Alan Simmons eventually confessed to the murders, and Baggins was pardoned by the governor. Ferraro never did thank Sydney for her help, and I have a suspicion that he never paid her for services rendered. As for Sydney Chase, well, I still play chess with her every Wednesday, and she is still waiting for her next big case.
You have been listening to The Casebook of Sidney Chase. Tonight's episode of Ferraro's Favor featured Dave Arkhipov as Lieutenant Ferraro, Annie Mick as Eve Chesser, Ezra J.D. Emmons as Alan Simmons, Winslow Swan as Alex McDougal, and starring Crimson McKenzie as Sidney Chase. Music by Kevin MacLeod, produced and edited by Crimson McKenzie, and written and directed by Winslow Swan. This is your announcer, Mick Davis, inviting you to join us again for another mystery in the Casebook of Sidney Chase. Epilogue. The Butler Did It.
Mystery, horror, thriller, suspense. Novels and short story collections from Winslow Swan, now available from Amazon. If you'd like to support us, visit our merchandise store. T-shirts, caps, mugs, and so much more. Visit doorwaytonightmare.com today. Hi, it's Crimson. If you enjoy these plays, please hit that like button. That way we know. Don't forget to subscribe and share it with all your friends.
The Casebook of Sidney Chase. Produced and edited by Crimson McKenzie. Written and directed by Winslow Swan, and featuring the voice talents of Dave Arkhipov, Will Dorman, C. Rose Treadway, Ryder Stone, Winslow Swan, and starring Crimson McKenzie as Sidney Chase. Tonight's episode, It's a Dog's Life.
Down! No! No, not on the sofa! No, bad boy!
Sidney, are you all right?
Just a second, Alex. No.
Wait, what's going on in there? Sidney!
Be right there. Get in there. Oh, now. Bad boy, no. Oh.
Are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine. Well, sort of. Come on in.
What tornado hit this place?
The tornado's name is Tate, and he is a dog.
And when did you get a dog?
I didn't get the dog. The dog got me.
I don't understand.
I was mugged.
Well, shouldn't you call the police?
No, not like that. I was walking up to my apartment when Tate ran up and went inside. I tried to get him out, but, well, you heard.
Well, that would explain the mess. Where did he come from?
Alex, I'm surprised at you. Okay, when a mommy dog and a daddy dog really love each other.
Oh, that's not what I meant.
I haven't the foggiest idea where he came from.
Why do you call him Tate?
Well, I was calling him Bosco until I read the collar. Anyway, I couldn't get him to leave. He will not leave.
What kind of dog is he?
A huge one. It was all I could do to get him into the bathroom. He does not want to leave my side at all.
So, what are you going to do with him?
Well, I found lost dogs for clients, so now perhaps I can find a lost client for a dog.
And how will Tate pay you? In kibble and pits?
Can I help you?
Oh, I hope so. I'm looking for my dog. Have you seen one?
Maybe. What's his name?
Oh, well, we just call him Boy. Have you seen him?
What does he look like?
Oh, well, you know, a dog. Look, lady, I just want to find him. Have you seen him or haven't you?
Tell you what. Why don't you give me a description and then hire me to find him? I am a private detective, you know.
Oh, well, maybe I'll just keep looking for him.
Don't you want to leave me your number in case I see him?
Oh, what was that all about?
Not sure, but don't you find that a little strange that he didn't even know the name or the breed of Tate?
So what do you think he was looking for?
Not the dog, that's for sure.
Oh, speaking of Tate, don't you think I should meet him?
Alex? No, don't open the...
Oh, yes, you're a good boy, aren't you?
How? How did you do that?
Oh, I just have a way with dogs.
That is amazing.
Oh, where's his collar?
Well, it seemed to be a little tight, so I took it off. It's over on the desk.
Easy, boy, easy.
Maybe you should put him back in the bathroom.
Oh, I'm sure I can handle him.
Miss Chase? Miss Sydney Chase?
Yes? What can I do for you?
You found him!
Easy, boy.
Yes, it is him. I know it is.
Hang on. Who? Alex?
No, the dog. I've been frantic looking for him.
Are you sure that it's your dog?
Maybe?
He doesn't seem to like you very much.
Perhaps it isn't him. Sorry to have troubled you.
Well, Tate, you seem to be very popular.
Curiouser and curiouser. Two people looking for a dog, but neither one of them know this one. What do you make of that, Alex?
Well, they definitely didn't know this dog.
Sydney Chase, dog sitter.
Sydney? What's this about dog sitting?
It's just a joke, Tony.
I take it that you're at home.
You did call my home number.
Do you happen to know a Sam Evans?
Should I?
Just a shot in the dark.
Something you are so good at.
Very funny. I just thought, since you lived so close to him...
Where are you at?
A block away. 7156, to be exact.
What's going on?
Oh, just a small case of murder.
I'll be right there.
Sydney, wait.
Well, Sydney, what's going on?
Alex, would you mind dog sitting for just a little bit?
Oh, I don't mind at all. I think Tate and I can find something to do.
Tony, what's going on?
Sydney, why are you here?
You asked if I knew Sam Evans, so I'm here to tell you that no, I didn't know him.
I'll alert the news media.
What has happened?
Must you always get in my way?
Somebody has to.
Lieutenant? Coroner just left. He said it definitely was murder.
Didn't exactly need him to tell me that.
Hi.
Oh, Sydney, this is Detective Duffman.
Frank to my friends, you must be Sydney Chase.
Pleased to meet you.
We still haven't found the murder weapon.
Keep searching. At least a 3-block radius.
So I take it that Sam Evans is the victim.
That's right.
Sydney, will you go home?
How was he killed?
I'm warning you.
2 shots. One to the chest, one to the head.
Detective, and I use that term temporarily.
So who was he?
Some sort of researcher. You should see all the computers he has in there.
Why don't you give her the grand tour?
Sure. Right this way, Miss Chase.
I was only...
It's so nice to meet a gentleman. Wow. You aren't kidding about the computers.
Yeah, it looks like a tornado came through here. They've already taken the body away, and CSI has already collected what they need.
Where was he found?
On the floor by the desk, Miss Chase. Neighbors heard the shots and called us. According to the medical examiner, death occurred about 30 minutes before we got here.
Remind me to never call the cops?
What?
Nothing. So any idea what he was working on?
From the looks of this mess, whatever it was, the killer couldn't find it.
Or maybe he did. Who was he doing research for?
From what we have determined, he was a freelance operator. The techs are coming for the computers to see if they can dig up anything.
So where's the dog?
Dog? What dog?
Well, looking at these pictures, I would say he had a dog. So where is he?
There wasn't any dog here when we arrived. What makes you think he had a dog, Miss Chase?
Oh, just speculating. And maybe the dog bowl by the door? Alex? You okay?
Oh, I'm fine. Tate and I cooked some eggs. He was hungry, weren't you, boy?
Alex, Could I ask you for another favor?
Oh, Sydney, you can ask me anything.
Do you think that you could take the dog to your place?
Oh, I don't see why not. Any particular reason why?
I have a really bad feeling that Tate is not exactly safe here. Hello, Ferrari. Hi, Frank.
Will you stop calling me that?
What can I do for the city's finest?
You can start by telling me what you know about Sam Evans' dog.
Dorfman, you blabbed.
It's Duffman, remember? Frank to my friends.
Frank. Well, all right, hot dog. You couldn't keep your big mouth shut?
Don't blame him. I just put two and two together. Now, where is the dog?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Come on, Miss Chase. The victim didn't have any family and his neighbors barely saw him. The least you can do is let us find a good home for him.
You stay out of this, Dorfman.
It's Duffman.
Forget it, Detective. You're stuck with it now.
Why do you want the dog in the first place?
Because he might be our only witness to the murder. That's why.
So what? When you take the dog into court, he's gonna raise a paw and say, "Row, row."
We thought that maybe the dog saw who murdered Mr. Evans and got away. We've canvassed the area, but so far, no luck.
So, old Ferrari here came to the conclusion that because I asked about a dog, he just assumed I had it.
Just give us the dog, please.
I don't have a dog.
Well, if you happen to see a dog, call me.
You'll be on the list with all of my other clients of lost dogs. Goodbye.
Nice lady.
Don't get me started.
Why did she call you?
I said don't get me started.
Come on in.
How is your house guest doing?
Oh, he's fine. I stopped and got some food and a few toys for him. He seemed a little sad.
Aw, well, he may have actually witnessed his master being killed.
What? Oh, how dreadful.
It happened just a block away from me. Anyway, I brought his collar to you.
Oh, I don't think he really needs one here in the house. Can I fix you something to drink?
That would be lovely.
There you are. So now what?
I'm not sure. Oh, thank you.
Oh, you dropped the collar. Don't worry, I drop things all the time. Well, at least it wasn't the drink.
Right? Oh, hey, Alex, look at this.
What is it?
Oh my. When the collar hit the floor, the brass nameplate came loose. Well, would you look at that?
It looks like some sort of memory card.
Wonder why it was hidden behind the nameplate. Alex, may I use your computer?
Oh, certainly.
Great. It's encrypted.
I may be of some assistance.
You know about computers?
Well, enough. I do have a friend who might be able to help us.
Come on in, folks. What can I do for you?
Hello, Max. We were wondering if...
Max? As in Maxwell Gig Greeley?
Chase?
When did you get out?
I don't do anything for cops.
Fantastic. Because I'm not a cop anymore.
So they finally threw you off the force?
I take it that you two know each other.
Oh, yes. Maxwell Greeley. Computer genius who knocked out the power grid and stole over $1 million from the New American Bank.
That is an unsubstantiated charge of a brilliant piece of computer work that I had nothing to do with.
Of course you didn't. Anyway, I picked him up on a burglary charge.
If that stupid door hadn't been locked, you never would have caught me.
Oh, Sydney, now, I've known Max for some time. I don't think he's doing anything illegal now.
That's right, Chase. I'm completely straight. And even though you say you're a private detective, I still don't want to help you.
Max, how is your back doing?
Oh, never better, Doc. Those pills you gave me, it worked wonders. Never felt better. Wait a minute.
You can always find another doctor. Maybe.
That's not fair.
Whoever said that life was fair?
Okay, so what do you want?
Take a look at this.
Well, that's a memory card. So what?
So we want to know what's on it.
Well, it's encrypted.
That would mean that you think I could possibly break into it. That would be wrong of me.
So you can't do it.
I didn't say that. Give it to me and I'll see what I can do.
And how long will it take?
Well, it depends on the encryption code. Could be an hour, could be tomorrow.
Then we shall see you tomorrow. Hello? Max? Are you here?
Chase.
Max! What happened?
Oh, my goodness. Let me take a look at you.
What did you get me into?
Let's see, a few bruises, possible broken cheekbone. Who did this?
I didn't get the number of the bus that hit me.
I thought you said that you'd gone straight this time.
I am straight. I just broken the encryption when this big gorilla comes in and asks me what you gave me. I told him to go take a flying leap. Then he hit me. Hard. When I woke up, the place was like you see it. I must have passed out when I heard you come in.
Did he get the memory card?
I don't think so. Nope, here it is. And listen, if you have any kind of brain, you will drop this in the river.
Why? What's on it?
Here, I'll show you. Let me use this laptop. At least Ape Man didn't break it.
Max, I really think you need to go to the hospital.
Hang on. Look at this.
What is that?
That is something that's supposed to be the most secure computer in the world. Ever heard of NORAD?
Isn't that in Colorado?
Our strategic air missile base?
How many missiles would you like to lift off?
Oh my God.
Here, look at this.
What is that?
Our local airport radar system. Want to drop a few planes out of the sky? Swiss Bank. Want to clean out a few accounts?
So what is this?
Basically, it's a decipher key. It can get you into any computer system in the world. I know a couple of really bad people who would pay a lot of money for this.
So, now what do we do?
Alex, did we really have to go and pick up Tate at your place?
I didn't want him to feel lonely.
Oh, Dr. McGoogle. You really have to do something about that soft heart of yours.
You still haven't answered my question.
I'm not sure. I mean, do we call the FBI, CIA, Homeland Security?
Or we can do what Max suggested and throw it away. Sydney, when did you start leaving the lights on?
I didn't. Stay right here.
Quiet, Tate.
It's gotta be there.
Looked everywhere.
Hi, guys. What's happening? I didn't know you cleaned houses at night.
Miss Chase, we thought that we would have had a little more time.
I hate that dog.
Mind telling me what you were cleaning? I mean, dusting. I mean, looking for?
I believe that you have some property that belongs to me.
Really? What would that be?
Enough of this.
Oh, why is there always a gun?
Looks like someone doesn't like you.
Just give us the dog, and we'll be on our way.
Do you really want the dog?
You heard him.
Alex, why don't you let go of the dog?
Sydney, are you sure that I should...
Just give us the dog.
All right.
This mud off of me!
I can't get a shot.
Take the shot!
Nobody's gonna shoot my dog.
Way to go, Sydney, you got her. Nice left uppercut, Sydney. Tate, come back here. Stop. Good boy, good boy.
Duffman, call an ambulance.
So who called you, Tony?
Your neighbor. They saw these two go into your apartment.
And you just happened to take the call? Would have been nicer if you came here a little earlier.
Actually, I did. I thought you might be in trouble, and...
And we came out here.
Well, who are they?
Eric and Lisa Kirkland, wanted by the FBI and Interpol. Sam Evans was working with the FBI when he was approached by them. Apparently, they didn't like what he had to say.
Sydney, how is your hand?
Flippin' hurts, but it's okay.
So now, would you like to give us the dog?
Actually, I think what you really want is this.
A memory card?
Just call the boys in the suits. I'm sure that they will know exactly what to do with it.
And what about Tate? I can't keep him indefinitely.
Why don't I take him?
He seems to have taken a liking to you.
Okay, hot dog. Frank. You'd better treat him right. I do have a mean southpaw to the jaw.
That you do, Miss Chase. That you do.
Tonight's episode, It's a Dog's Life, was written by Crimson McKenzie and Winslow Swan. Featured in the cast, Dave Arkhipov as Lieutenant Ferrero, Will Dorman as Detective Duffman, C. Rose Treadway as Lisa, Ryder Stone as Eric, Ezra J.D. Emmons as Max, Winslow Swan as Alex, and starring Crimson McKenzie as Sidney Chase. Also in the cast was Boodle the Dog as Tate. Music by Kevin MacLeod. Produced and edited by Crimson McKenzie and directed by Winslow Swan. This is your announcer, Mick Davis, inviting you to join us for another mystery from the Casebook of Sidney Chase. Epilogue. The Butler Did It.
Have you heard any good books lately? Audiobooks from Winslow Swan, now available on Spotify. Hey guys, this is Crimson.
And this is Swan. And we'd love to know what you think of the stories.
Even if it's bad.
So leave us a comment.
Or give us a thumbs up.
Thank you.